Hey, what is up everybody, the Saintsfan, and today I want to discuss some awesome news with you guys regarding the spring updates that Rockstar gave us some information about yesterday. I want to discuss possible release dates, also what they include, and go more in detail on some of the features that they talked about in their newswire yesterday. Now, if you haven't seen that video, I'll link it in the description, but I'm assuming most of you guys already know what's happening with the Heist, with the High Life update, and with the 1.12 patch coming out soon. So the first thing I want to get into is release dates, and my opinions, and sort of, I bet how they're going to go about this. So obviously next week, we already know the capture mode's coming out. Now, if that's going to be with the patch 1.12, who knows, it might be, or they might be waiting for the patch 1.12 to come with the High Life update. Or maybe they even release the 1.12 now and then the 1.13 brings back stunting. I don't know all the specifics on that, but the capture mode is definitely coming next week. So that leaves at the end of April and May for the last 2 months of spring, because I'm pretty sure June, now maybe I think somebody told me in England or in the UK, spring's a little bit different, but I'm just going to go off of US just because it's what I know. So June officially starts summer. So they said they're releasing all this stuff within spring. Now, their track record goes that they release a DLC every month. Now, I'm not going to count the capture mode because I'm not going to lie, not too many people are really going to use that. That's just sort of a filler thing that may be cool for like a day or two, but it's not going to be something that keeps people around. So if we don't really include that, I have a feeling that at the end of this month, you know, maybe like the week after Easter or so, they're going to be releasing the High Life update. The High Life update, it has to come out this month, at least in my opinion, because of what I'm going to talk about regarding Heists. And again, this is all my opinion. You can leave your thoughts and stuff in the comment section if you disagree with me or anything, but it makes sense, at least in my mind. So I'm assuming that the High Life update, like I said, it's coming out probably like April 27th or something. I don't know the exact Tuesday, but probably the last week of April, because May 27th, now that is when Watch Dogs comes out, and we've said this on the podcast. I have a feeling that the Heists are going to be coming out when Watch Dogs comes out, because Rockstar is a smart company. They want more people to play their game, and Heist is like the big thing. Now, whether you have already given up on GTA or not, you know, people are interested in Heists, and just to see what they even are. So, especially when Watch Dogs comes out, if people are talking about GTA still, that means more people are going to be playing GTA and not Watch Dogs, which is good for Rockstar. And from a business side, it makes complete sense, you know, trying to eliminate the competition, so to speak. But again, we don't officially know, obviously. If Rockstar ever says something, I'll make a video, let you guys know. But my thoughts, and I mean, again, I think it's pretty logical. At the end of this month is when the High Life update will come with all the, you know, new stuff, new cars, new apartments. And then at the end of May, when Watch Dogs, around that time, Heist comes out, so they can compete with that. Now, moving on into some of the stuff, some of the features they talked about in the High Life update, one being the mental state statistic, and I'm going to talk about how I would like to see it implemented. So hopefully it's going to be something that we can easily see on the, you know, if you hit down on the D-pad, the menu pops up with everybody's name. Hopefully it's something that we can see on there and not have to go into like a start menu, because if it is a start menu thing, then you got to go over their name and hover and stuff like that. I don't think it's going to be that great. Also, would be pretty neat is if the colors of the icons on the map, the blips on the map, would change depending on if they were good or bad. Obviously, red's already used for bounties, so you'd have to change red, because usually red is evil. So maybe make it a different color, but maybe a black or something. I don't know. I'm just spitballing colors out here. But if they made like a blue for good, then you could at least know. That'd be interesting. Or again, if they just put it like next to their name when you hit down on the D-pad, like good player or psychotic or something like that, you know, I think it'd be interesting. And I would definitely like that, because then you can know, all right, well, I'm approaching this guy. This guy's a psychotic nutcase. I'm not going to go near him. So you would know, and you could sort of work out without having to go there and be like, okay, well, this guy's shooting me and I'm dead. All right, cool. So I hope that's how that's going to be implemented. I think this is actually going to be a really cool feature if they do it right. Like I said, if it's something in the start menu, it's going to suck. But if they can make this, like I said, where we can easily see it, this is going to be really helpful, just driving around and making sure you don't die. So another thing that I want to talk about is the new apartments. And what I'm going to put on the screen, and these two pictures that I put on the screen, they're really low resolution. They are actually from an email that Rockstar sent to a couple of people, and I'll leave a link to the email. You can go check it out in the description. It's pretty much just what they put on their newswire, but it's an email form. And they actually have two pictures in it that look a little bit unfamiliar. So this first one we have, they're in an apartment But, and maybe this is one of the apartments I've never owned, but I'm pretty sure there's only two types of apartments, the high end and then the low end. Maybe I'm wrong, but this one definitely looks different. The furniture looks a little bit different. The placing of the tables and the telescope and everything, it looks different than some of the high end ones. Now again, maybe I'm wrong, but let me know in the comment section what you think. Do you think this is going to be the new apartments, or do you think that we can now customize our apartments on the inside? I think it's probably the first one, new apartments. They did say they were adding some more apartment options. Now what kind of sucks, and you're going to see in this next picture, I'm assuming this is the screenshot out of the apartment that I just showed in the picture, but if this is a new apartment, this is going to be in the city, and that's kind of disappointing. I mean, we haven't heard anything yet, but I really want there to be some sort of apartment or 10-car garage or something out in Paleto Bay or in Sandy Shores. Now I don't know how they can exactly do that because there's not too many buildings out there that are nice. Maybe they'd have to make it like a trailer park that you can buy, or a trailer home that you could buy. Now I'm assuming that wouldn't have 10-car garage, but that would definitely be interesting just to have another house out there. But I think the only 10-car garage that's a garage by itself is the one by the airport. Hopefully they can add some, maybe in Paleto Bay, because that's a little bit nicer, just to give us some more options when we're up north. But I just found these pictures interesting because, like I said, the inside of the apartment did look different than, you know, my apartment. So could this be some new stuff? Could it not be? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section what you think. And then the last thing I want to discuss is something, and this is maybe far-fetched, but if you actually think about it, it might not be so far-fetched. So what's on the screen right now is a picture of a couple of magazines. Now you're going to be thinking, you know, magazines, like what, how does that relate to anything? These magazines are actually, I think, in the hairdresser shop. And if you look closely, there's one that's a beach issue. There's one that says High Life in the middle, living the high life. And then at the top left where it says Cloak and Swagger, the guy's wearing like a business suit and stuff. So we can assume that's maybe the business update. So if these magazines are any indications of what DLCs we're seeing and what DLCs we're gonna see in the future, then these other three magazines possibly can give us a clue on what those DLCs will be. So two of them are baseball magazines, so possibly some sports DLC that we might see. I mean, in the summer there's baseball, obviously. There is, I think, soccer for the UK people. I don't even know if there's a World Cup. Is there a World Cup this year? I don't know. I don't follow soccer. I'm sorry, guys, if you do, whatever. But there's some big events going on this summer regarding sports. So a sports DLC would be cool. You can add some sports clothes, some jerseys, maybe some new melee weapons. Somebody even said they have baseballs or something that you could throw to people. Like, I don't know. That'd be pretty interesting. You can just like knock them down after you throw them. As for the cars with the sports DLC, you know, it might be interesting what they could add, but it's definitely a possibility. And then the other one, Blockbust, that could possibly be a movie themed DLC. You know, they could add a bunch of different costumes with that, even add some movie cars similar to the JB700, maybe even add the DeLorean. Like, imagine if they added like their own version of the DeLorean. Like, that'd be freaking cool. But it is interesting though that three of these magazines have been DLCs. Now if you're wondering where like the Christmas DLC and the Valentine's Day DLC, those were holiday themed DLCs, so I'm assuming they're not really accounting for those. But it is an interesting thing to think about. So I know we talked about a lot of things, we discussed a lot of things in this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think any of this stuff actually means anything, or is it just random stuff in the game? Hope you guys enjoyed though. Leave a like on this video if we can hit over 2,000 likes. That'd be absolutely awesome. But hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe as well. And as always, it's your boy Saintsfan. I'm out. Peace!